Okay, let's talk about hybrid work specifically in contact centers because right now there is a lot, and I do mean a lot of noise about getting people back into the office. Some companies and some leaders are pushing super hard for it, but honestly, a lot of those offices aren't even set up properly. Not enough desks, dodgy hot desking arrangements, and let's not even start on the hygiene that can come with that. And on top of that, no support. But actually, that's not the real issue because even if all of those problems were just magically fixed, there's something much, much bigger going on. And that is the mess and inconsistency that hybrid agents are dealing with every single day. Variability is the real problem. You've got one agent working on fiber plugged into this decent machine, and then you've got another agent on Wi-Fi sharing bandwidth with streaming, gaming, and smart home gadgets. Who knows how many of those? You throw in different browsers, different headset quality, and even things like which region your CCAS platform is currently hosted, and you've got a very different experience for every single call. And when something goes wrong, it's not just this technical hiccup, it's poor customer experience. And it's usually the agent that cops that stress. So here's the deal. Success in a hybrid contact center isn't about whether someone's at home or in the office, it's about whether they're set up to succeed. And that depends on how well we understand and manage their environment. It means looking at everything, not just the tools they're using, but how those tools are performing and how their environment is impacting the conversation. And then how supported are they when things go sideways? Let's break this down to a couple of layers. To really get this right, you need to look at it through three lenses: tech, operations, and experience. On the tech side of things, home internet is at best unpredictable. There's no service level agreement for when kids come home and start streaming Netflix or start downloading the latest PS5 update. You need to know what's happening on the browser, you need to know what it's doing, what the network looks like, what the machine can handle. If we start looking at this operationally, we need to stop assuming that every agent has this clean corporate grade setup. There are old machines, overloaded CPUs, and 1,000 tabs open everywhere. And then we wonder why the call quality drops. Don't even get me started on VPNs and virtual desktops. They are great and have really great use cases, but in some cases, they are really terrible for real-time voice. Then there's the experience layer. What customers hear, how agents feel, background noise, lag, bad audio. It doesn't just annoy the customer, it isolates and frustrates the agent too, and it erodes trust. There's a great study done by ANU, which I'll link in the comments, that talks about how poor audio erodes trust. So you might be thinking this is all just an IT problem, but here is where troubleshooting becomes a pain point. When something breaks, agents working remotely can't just wave down IT. That's why end-to-end visibility matters. You need a way of capturing what's happening on the device, in the network, and across the whole interaction, so you can fix it and fix it fast. So before making these big decisions about remote work and office mandates, you need to ask this: can our agents actually do their best work from where they are? Not in the office, not at home, but where they are. Are we giving them the conditions they need to succeed? Because hybrid doesn't start from a policy, unless that policy is observability. It comes from understanding the full picture and being able to do something about it. This is where observability does come in. When you can see the friction, technical, operational, and experiential, you can fix it. You want to dig deeper into this, then I've written this blog. I've linked that in the comments below, and it explores this. Check it out when you can. Thanks for watching, and as always, until next time, hooroo.